Hi, Dr. Lim here. Last video, we talked about the law of cause and effect that earned Engineer Chong a job. When you do something good on A, you should not keep expecting good result in B. The good result is always on A. For example, some people after doing some good deed, they pray that the good karma can make the son succeeded in study. This is not the right understanding of karma. I handled a case in the early day of Sunya practice, Sunya teaching, just before I established the accent. One mother came to see me, said her son in his teens was very rebellious and poor in study. Some people told her this was due to the poor karma from the previous life. She has done something wrong to her son in the last life. And this life, the son was born to make trouble on her. They advised her to release some live fish. The release of fish would bring in good karma, and that will make her son good in study. So he started to buy some live fish, whether it's catfish, snakehead fish, or even frogs. She told me the more he released, the more her son rebelled against her. Then those ignorant folks told her the karma was too strong and too bad. She had to release more fishes and frogs to offset it. After releasing a few thousand fish and frogs, her son became ever more rebellious and eventually refused to study. Finally, she came to me and asked me why her karma was so bad and what to do now. I asked her how the release of fish have anything to do with the study of the son. These two were two unrelated issues. How could they be mixed together? Then I asked her to bring me to her house and I want to see the study environment of her son. Immediately I found the problem. The son's study table was just beside the TV. All the family members sat around the TV and make so much noises. How to study then? I asked her to prepare a quiet corner in any room. She rearranged the family members and spread a room for the son and prepared a good table for him. I told the son, now you have a private place for you to study. Were you happy with the arrangement? The son was happy and he told me he could not focus on the study. Then I told him about my own experiences. I was ranked last in the class, but because of Sunya, I could reset myself and eventually I got first in the class. After that, he started to study and get good results. So, the law of karma means you reap what you sow. This is Engineer Chong. I told him not to mix the helping of poor people with a good karma to earn him a job. If you want a job, then be prepared for the job. If you want your son to study well, then arrange a good study environment for him. It had nothing to do with the release of the flock back to the paddy field, even though we agreed to be kind to the animals and love them as a good practice. Even today, some people insist that those who are born poor and disadvantaged in society are due to the bad karma of the past life. These type of people worship karma. They know nothing about karma. The law of karma comprises of cause, conditions, and effect. If you take away any of the elements, it's no longer the law of karma. Those ignorant people remove the element of conditions, simply put everything to karma and become a karma worshipper. This kind of teaching is absolutism and banned by Buddha. To the next extreme, some people are not happy with this kind of karma theory and said it is the belief of Mahayanists and it's not the teaching of Buddha. Then they take away the element of cause and effect. They only focus on the element of conditions. Then everything is due to interaction of the aggregates. Once the aggregates are dispersed, nothing is left. Yet they believe in reincarnation. If nothing is left, then what is that reincarnated? This kind of teaching is nihilism and also banned by Buddha. Yet this group of people claim that they are teaching the pure and unadulterated teaching of Buddha. Buddha said there was only right or wrong practice. No such thing as pure teaching. Because we are not supposed to keep on teaching what we wanted to teach now. But we should accommodate the Sunyati. See what are their needs and teach them what that ought to be taught. If they are sick, then provide some herbs to relieve the pains. If they are suffering from poverty, we uplift the poverty to improve the financial standing. There is no such thing as pure and absolute teaching. Come back to Chong. He agreed well with the theory of cause and effect. Now he wanted to know how to feel peace and serenity. Did that have anything to do with the law of cause and effect? He was excited after I told him that I have a technique that could bring peace and could bring peace to him. No, like the day the pastor blessed him. That peaceful stage in Sunya, we call it the Samadhi stage. There are many kinds of Samadhi, you know. One of them, you feel peace and serenity. Not only that, you know, your heart feel love, and some religious people have the kind of thankful sensation to his Lord. Chong asked me, am I sure he could reach that stage again? I told him again, this was cause and effect. If you practice and focus on the cause, the effect sure come. To have serenity in your mind and to feel love and thankful, first, you should do away with all the negative feelings. When you detach from all the negative sensation, then the good effect of serenity sure comes without fail. In Sunya, we need not practice artificially, you know, to feel love for ourselves or the other. We never practice feeling, as that may lead to worship. When you worship something, be it a statue, a name, a form, an idea, a rule, or any tangible or intangible thing, then you are conditioned by certain conviction. No? When others do not practice in line with what you are doing, then you may feel bad and condemn them. No? This is how conflict in the world are started. There is a group of practitioners. The instructor asked them to fill their heart with love. No? I told the instructor, this is artificial practice. In meditation, the love and compassion should come automatically and spontaneously, you know. If you practice love, then the practitioner may attach to the practice, no, and condemn those who do not practice it. Before I can even talk further, no, he started to attack Sunya and say, it is a wrong practice. I asked him which part of the practice is wrong. Basically, he thought it was wrong, but it was not confirmed with his practice. That's all. There's no logic behind it, no. Okay, this immediately proved my point that it makes them worship their practice. When you practice artificially in any religion, then only your religion is holy. All other religions are satanic. No? This is a kind of worship, no different from the statue worshipper, and create conflict and war in the world. I've seen many students of the instructor, fanatic people. No? They only believe in what they are doing is right and keep on attacking the practice of others. In Sunya, we allow the Sunyati to practice what is allowed in their religions. We never criticize any other practice unless it's fall into the realm of absolutism and nihilism, like the wrong interpretation of karma. We never attack any belief or any religion. In Sunya, reverse counting is the most important practice, but we never worship the practice. When someone cannot do the reverse counting due to certain reason, we always use other method to replace the reverse counting. When you reach the peaceful and serene state, we actually ask you to throw away the reverse counting and only focus on the in and out of the breathing. We never make the practice to become a fixed rule that you have to follow it to the end. We detach ourselves from the religious building, from worshipping the statues and chanting the mantra. But it does not mean that we are going to destroy the temple, bomb the statues, and ban the mantra. If you wish to go to your temple, church or mosque to pray, that is alright. Only that you do not force other Sunyati to try to convince them to change their belief and follow you to your religious building. In Sunya, we have nothing to do with the belief and do not convert people. Similarly, if someone wishes to pay respect to some features, it's up to them. Only that he should not force other people to pay respect to the feature as him. Many Sunyatis donated some space in their houses, business office, and some even vacant premises to the other practice Sunya. Many of them are not Buddhist. Yet the common question is whether we should put a Buddha statue, as Sunya was first taught by Buddha. I asked them why we should place a statue of Buddha. Some of them say to remind people, no, Sunya was taught by him. Others say that we can pay respect to Buddha. I told them Buddha has told the best way to respect him is to practice his teaching, not to prostrate to his body, And this is clearly stated in Diamond Sutra. We should not worship the Buddha in form, mean the statue, and in sound, mean the mantra. Practicing his teaching is the best way to respect him and make people think of him. We do not need to put up his statues. Come back to peace and serenity. Once you have detached yourself from all the negative sensation and negative mindset, your heart will automatically fill with love and peace. It is intrinsic and spontaneous in nature. Need not practice love and peace artificially. Some organizations get people to pray for peace, to meditate for peace, to chant for peace. Unfortunately, after so many prayers, meditation, and chanting, the world is as dangerous and risky as ever. The real peace and love should come from the day-to-day practice of Sunya. We have predicted we need about 3% of the world population to practice Sunya. Then the world will be peaceful and eventually poverty will be uplifted. The question was how to get rid of the negative sensation. George Chong asked me eagerly. I told him the practice of reverse counting was the best practice. This is a practice on neutral thinking. As our mind cannot hold two thinking at the same time, the neutral thinking should replace the negative and agitated thinking. Chong was convinced and started to practice the reverse counting. As he was about to go to a new job soon, so almost every morning, he invited me for the coffee. As after that, we may not be able to meet so often. After a few days, during the coffee time, he told me excitedly, the sensation of serenity did come back, and he felt peace and thankful again. I also felt happy for him. Things were going well, and he progressed very fast. Soon he could feel the peace and serenity most of the time. By right, this was a good ending, and our story should end here, but it was not. In one morning, just before he was about to join the new job, he told me he faced a big problem in the family. His wife was not happy with Sunya and said he brought in a non-Christian practice into a Christian family. The demon may enter his mind when he meditates. He told me his wife wanted to meet me, and she did not want this to happen. For sure I would quarrel with the wife. I laughed at his worry, and asked him to bring me to meet his wife. I assured him there is no quarrel. We Sunyati never quarrel with people when they do not agree with our practice. But at least I wanted to explain to her what Sunya is, and wanted to know what is so non-Christian about the practice of Sunya. The meeting with his wife, who is a strong Christian, was very dramatic. I leave it to the next video. See you all again, folks. Bye-bye.